Is the world really standing at the edge of World War III? This is the question everyone is asking today. Global tensions are rising, powerful military alliances are preparing for the worst, and nuclear threats are no longer distant nightmares. They are very real. Welcome to History to Future, the channel where we connect the past, present, and future to understand the biggest challenges facing humanity. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our deep dives into history, world events, and the possibilities of tomorrow. Right now, the world is split into two powerful blocks. On one side, we have NATO and Western allies, led by the United States and Europe. On the other side, we have Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea, nations that are becoming increasingly connected in both military and economic cooperation. The war in Ukraine, the tensions in the South China Sea, and the ongoing Middle East conflicts are not isolated events. These are pieces of a much larger chessboard, part of a global power struggle that could determine the future of civilization itself. Experts warn that World War III could be triggered from three main flashpoints. The first is Eastern Europe. If Russia expands the war beyond Ukraine and directly challenges NATO borders, the United States and Europe would be dragged into direct conflict with Moscow. The second is Taiwan. If China invades Taiwan, America and its allies would almost certainly intervene, igniting a war in the Pacific. The third is the Middle East. Tensions between Israel and Iran, as well as conflicts involving Syria, Lebanon, and Saudi Arabia, could explode into a full-scale war. Any one of these conflicts could act like a domino, setting off a chain reaction that engulfs the entire planet. How soon could it happen? Some analysts believe that if current trends continue, a global conflict could erupt within the next 5 to 10 years. Nuclear weapons are being modernized at an alarming rate. Cyber warfare is becoming more aggressive and unpredictable. Economic sanctions are forcing countries into hostile camps. And artificial intelligence is speeding up military decisions, leaving less time for diplomacy. However, not everyone agrees that war is inevitable. Some argue that diplomacy, trade, and peace talks are still powerful enough to prevent a direct clash, at least for now. Why would World War III happen? This would not just be a war about land or borders. It would be about resources like oil, gas, and rare earth minerals. It would be about technology, artificial intelligence, semiconductors, and even control of outer space. And above all, it would be about power, the struggle for global leadership in the 21st century. The competition between the United States and China lies at the very heart of this conflict. If World War III begins, the consequences would be catastrophic. Nuclear strikes could wipe out entire cities in minutes. Cyber attacks could collapse global financial systems, disable hospitals, and shut down power grids. Food and water shortages would cause mass suffering. The global economy would collapse, creating unemployment and poverty on a massive scale. Unlike World War I or II, this conflict would be faster, more destructive, and possibly the last war humanity ever fights. History shows us how dangerous global rivalries can be. In 1914, a single assassination in Sarajevo triggered World War I. In 1939, Germany's invasion of Poland led to World War II. Both wars were caused by miscalculations, alliances, and unchecked aggression. The same mistakes could happen again today, but this time with weapons far more destructive. Some experts even suggest that World War III has already started in a silent form, through cyber warfare, economic sanctions, disinformation campaigns, and proxy wars in Ukraine, Syria, and Africa. In this view, the global war is already here, just not in the traditional form we expect. Despite all this, there is still hope. Diplomatic talks are ongoing. Trade and economic interdependence give countries reasons to avoid full-scale war. And citizens around the world are demanding peace louder than ever before. The future is not written yet. It depends on the choices of leaders in Washington, Moscow, Beijing, and Tehran, and also on people like us who demand peace instead of destruction. So, is World War III coming soon? The truth is, it is not certain, but the risks are higher than ever before. A single mistake, a single miscalculation, or a single act of aggression could set the world on fire. The question is not just when it will happen, but whether humanity is wise enough to stop it before it's too late. What do you think? Is World War III closer than we realize, or can diplomacy still save us? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to History to Future for more powerful insights into history and the future of our world.